Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10 and Michonne's exit. And I want to talk a little bit about how I think Michonne's exit could play out and how it could tie into the Rick Grimes movies because we don't really know how her exit is going to be. You know, it sort of came out of nowhere in episode 8. Like, all season, there hasn't really been that many hints of her exit. Like, we knew all the behind the scenes stuff because they announced it, so we knew it was coming up. But in episode 8, they just introduced this character, Virgil, and then Michonne left. So we are going to see her in the second half. Not that many episodes. I believe episode 12 is her final episode. That's what at least the rumors are because they announced it a couple of months ago that they filmed out of order. But regardless, we are going to be seeing her a little bit more in the second half, and that's going to be her exit. And I think it's going to be really interesting. And the way her exit played out, I don't think she's going to die. I think it is going to tie into the Rick Grimes movies. And I'm very excited to talk about it, and I'm very excited to hear your thoughts and opinions about it in the comments down below. Also, and this is like a discussion video. Obviously, nothing is for sure. This is all theories and speculation, but it's always fun talking about, The Walking Dead and what others think about how things are gonna play out. So again, be sure to leave your thoughts and opinions about this in the comments down below. Also, since we are on break for The Walking Dead, I'm going to be doing a Q&A for the first half. I made a post in my discussion section of the channel. Go ahead and just leave questions down there, and I'll be answering them in a video soon. So, with all that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and say, this is my theory. I do think Virgil is connected with the CRM, and I think this place that Michonne and Virgil are going, I think it's gonna be connected with the Rick Grimes movies. And now, since they still haven't started filming the Rick Grimes movie, I think it's possible that Michonne could potentially be in the first movie, which is really exciting because at first I was thinking that she would be in the second movie or the third movie, but they still haven't started filming the Rick Grimes movie unless they're filming it like under wraps, which would be really surprising, which I don't think. I think they would probably announce it, but they haven't started filming yet. And they obviously have filmed Michonne's exit, which means that they could, that Michonne could be in the first Rick Grimes movie. Alright, so Michonne went with Virgil to this naval base because she wants to get weapons and stuff like that will help with the Whisper War. Obviously, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't. Because we know Michonne is leaving. I don't see her leaving to go to this naval base and then coming back to help with the Whisper War. I think she's going to get caught up in something over there, and that's going to be that. And then we'll see her in the Rick Grimes movie or something. And besides that, we've seen the trailer and we've seen the Whisper War. We've seen them fighting and stuff like that. And they're using like swords and weapons and bows and arrows and stuff like that, like handcrafted weapons. So, and we don't even see Michonne with the group. She's on her own throughout the trailer. So I don't think Michonne is going to come back and then leave again. Plus, that would be super weird if she leaves, goes to this naval base, comes back, and then, like, what's her exit going to be? So I think she's going to go to this naval base, and that's going to be that. It's also going to be interesting to see how the exit actually plays out. Because with Rick, we saw him leave in a helicopter, and that was that. With Michonne, we're seeing her leave, but we're actually going to be seeing her and seeing where she goes. And we probably will see the naval base, which is exciting, and I want to see how this plays out. But I'm interested to see like what's going to be the final scene for her. With Rick, it was a helicopter flying away, and that makes sense. But with Michonne, we're actually following her on her journey. So it could be something similar with a helicopter that comes and picks her up, and she finds out that Rick's alive. It could be like, imagine like a little cameo, like a voice cameo through the radio. And another thing is gonna be interesting to see like if they're gonna force her to go, because she says she's gonna go back and help with the Whisper War, and her daughter and her son is there. So like I feel like Michonne would want to go back and help with the Whisper War and then go find Rick. That's just me, but I don't think she would just, I know she loves Rick and stuff, but I don't think she's gonna, figure out that Rick is alive and be like, okay, forget the Whisper War, I'm gonna go find Rick. I don't think she's gonna do that. I think she would want to go back and keep her promise to Judith also. Remember that, she told Judith she's gonna come back. So there's no way, I think, for me, this is my opinion, I don't think Michonne would just like leave her friends and family back home. So I think it's going to be a situation where she really has no choice but to go over to the CRM. And remember, it's been 6 years since Rick left, and obviously he's not back. And we know that he's alive, and we know that he probably is awake now 6 years later. and we know that he probably also wants to come and look for his family, and he hasn't for 6 years. So all these things kind of make me think that the CRM, they're not good people, and they're gonna be keeping them there for I don't know what, maybe experiments. Just like maybe they, because remember the whole A and B thing. I still think it's experiments. Why would why would this group want Jadis to have somebody get bitten? Not dead, just like bitten. So yeah, I do think the CRM is a very sketchy group doing experiments and stuff like that with the zombie apocalypse, and I think that's what the case is. I think Michonne is gonna get caught up in this group and just have no choice but to go over there. And then we're gonna see her at the actual base, the CRM base that is in the movies. Alright, so this is where it gets a little bit interesting, because I did a bit of research, and when they were talking about the island or the naval base, this is what they said. Virgil said that it's a 2-day trip, and he said that he's from Bloodsworth Island in Tangier Sound, and I looked that up, and that is an island near Maryland, this is, again, none of this is confirmed, but Maryland is very close to Philadelphia, like very, very close. And I know a lot of people think that the Rick Grimes movie will be in Philadelphia because of that trailer and the skyline, and that does look like Philadelphia. And I looked it up, and a drive is only 2 hours. Now we know it's an island, so still it's gonna be very, very close. So this also is like why I think that Michonne will be in the movie and will go to the CRM base, because of how close they are. And I could definitely see a helicopter picking her up on this island and taking her to the CRM base, which does look to be in Philadelphia. Also, they're going to a naval base, and naval bases have, they were talking about it in the episode, a lot of artillery, a lot of weapons, a lot of ships. They have a lot of stuff. Obviously, it's like military related. So, I mean, the CRM, if anything, if any group out there has all these stuff, it's going to be the CRM. Like, they have helicopters. Like, what? I mean, of course they're going to have all this other stuff. They're a very well settled group. I mean, I don't even know if you would want to call them a group, probably like an organization, because they have so many people, but you get the point. A naval base with all this artillery, all these resources. If any group out there owns this place, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the CRM. As far as the trailer goes, we don't really see Michonne that much, and when we do see her, she's on her own. Like, here's a shot of her, or like the ship that they're traveling with. Here's a shot of her in like a hallway. Here's a shot of her outside of the ship, looking outside, probably at the naval base. And then we have this of her on her own, and she's in the woods by her. This is probably on the naval base. And then here's a shot of her with the hoodie. And this kind of reminds me of like some early Michonne, like episode or like season 3 Michonne, like when we first met her. And like even like she might even get those walker chains again. Remember how she used to carry the walkers and the chains to protect herself? So all this trailer is definitely reminding me of some classic Michonne. But the point is that Michonne is by herself in these scenes, and she probably isn't going to come back to the group and help with the Whisper War. She probably wants to, but like I said earlier in the video, she's probably going to get caught up in the CRM and have no choice but to go to the CRM base. But I'm so excited that we're actually gonna see her and her journey. Like, they're not just like I'm so happy they're doing it this way rather than Michonne leaving on the ship and then we're never gonna see her again. I'm really happy we're gonna actually go to this island with her, this naval base, and see things like with her. Like, I'm so excited to see the CRM. Hopefully, I mean, again, this is all speculation, but this is the way I think it's gonna play out, because killing Michonne really makes no sense, especially like if they were gonna kill her, they probably would have killed her in the Whisper War. Like, she's leaving with this guy to this naval base. Like, why would she die there? Like, that makes no sense. So I do think that she will survive and will be in the Rick Grimes movie. And remember, 6 years, like almost 7 years, because of the time jumps, between the seasons, like season 9 and 10, and then the snow episode also had a time jump. So like close to 7 years has been since Rick left, and Rick could potentially be like an important character, a well-known character at the CRM base in Philadelphia. So it would be interesting to see if somebody knows Rick, and Rick gets like name dropped by somebody on this naval base, maybe Virgil, maybe somebody on the radio or whatever. But remember, keep that in mind, because it's like, so much time has passed and Rick still hasn't been back, and we are gonna find out what happened in the movies. And maybe that first movie is gonna be just Rick, and in the second movie we're gonna get Michonne. I know earlier in the video I was talking about how Michonne could potentially be in the first movie, and she could, since they haven't filmed the first movie yet. I mean, I think a good ending to the first movie would be if Michonne comes, because they did say that the movie is going to pick up where episode 5 of season 9 left off, and we're going to see Rick actually go to the base and, you know, see stuff the way it played out. So I'm very excited about that. But regardless, let me know your thoughts and opinions about it, your theories. This is like one of those times where we could get into like deep speculation mode, because there's no like leak stuff, or there's no spoilers out. This is just, you know, all speculation. So let me know your thoughts and opinions and theories. I'm gonna be reading through all of them, so very excited about that. With that being said, though, I am gonna wrap it up there. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. Again, leave all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and for more Walking Dead videos, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.